Some stories fade with time. Others refuse to stay buried. This is another dose of crime. Every town has a story people never forget. This is one of them. Brittany Zimmermann was only 21 years old. Friends described her as intelligent, kind, and driven. She was a student at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, focused on building the future she'd worked so hard for. Nothing about that morning suggested her life was about to become one of Wisconsin's most haunting murder cases. On April 2nd, 2008, Brittany stayed home from class. Sometime that day, someone entered her apartment. During this encounter, Brittany managed to call 911 from her cell phone. Minutes later, everything changed. According to investigators, the recording captured sounds that should have prompted an officer to be dispatched, but no officer was sent at the time. Hours later, concern began to grow when Brittany failed to answer calls or messages. When someone finally entered her apartment, they discovered a scene no one expected. Brittany Zimmermann had been killed inside her own home. She had suffered multiple stab wounds. Whoever was responsible had disappeared before police arrived. Investigators worked tirelessly. There were interviews, evidence, countless leads. Yet despite the effort, the person responsible remained unidentified. Months turned into years. The investigation slowed. For many, it seemed like Brittany's killer might never be identified. But detectives never stopped preserving the evidence. Then, more than 15 years later, advances in forensic DNA genealogy gave investigators a new lead. Evidence collected in 2008 was re-examined using technology that did not exist when Brittany was killed. In 2023, investigators announced the arrest of a suspect. After 15 years, Brittany Zimmermann's case had finally moved forward. The new analysis pointed investigators to David Call, a man they had spoken with early in the investigation but couldn't previously tie to the murder with enough evidence. In 2020, he was charged with first-degree intentional homicide. In October 2022, David Call pleaded guilty. He admitted he knocked on Brittany's door seeking money for drugs, then strangled and stabbed her during the attack. On January 20th, 2023, a judge sentenced him to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Brittany's story didn't end with a conviction. Her case exposed serious concerns about how a 911 call had been handled and prompted reviews of emergency dispatch procedures in Dane County. Her case became a reminder that even when justice takes years, the truth can still be found.